And as we've heard Steve DeSager say, they have announced the starters for the All-Star teams in the All-Star game. But what was announced before that is that the commissioner, Rob Manfred, announced earlier today that Albert Pujols and Miguel Cabrera, future Hall of Famers, will be added to the 2022 All-Star game as participants. Now, the commissioner can do this. He doesn't do it every year, but he can add a player to each team. And obviously he's doing it, out of respect for those guys. Like I said, they're future Hall of Famers. Rob, they're the only players, along with Hank Aaron, to have 3,000 hits, 500 home runs, and 600 doubles. So Manfred is, giving them that love. And you got beef.
I do have beef. And it's not that you can honor Albert Pujols at the event, at the All-Star game, Chris. You could have a video. He's batting 194. Miggy's batting 300. He's batting 300, Chris. And Miggy.
So you don't have a problem with Miggy? Because
no,
Miggy's
I
not
don't.
having an all-star year either. I give you, he is hitting surprisingly well for average.
Am I right? Isn't he batting 300?
Yeah, but he's still not an all-star.
Oh, but he's batting
I get
300.
what you're saying. Yeah.
And he just got 3,000 hits, and he just got 500 home runs. Albert Pujols, this is his 11th All-Star, and he's been playing 20-some-odd years. It's not like there's been a long stretch of him not being an All-Star.
Thing. I mean, and that's the – look, this – I will say this, Rob. This is what's a bit sad. Albert Pujols, first of all, obviously over the first decade of his career,
I'm not dissing him. He's been a great player.
I know. He was historically great. And his numbers, largely because that, although, he had some decent years with the Angels, but his numbers are historically great, right?
No doubt.
But Rob, he has been so mediocre to pretty good for so long now, right? For a decade now, that it doesn't feel like he's a great player. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate to say that.
We know he's a great player. I know what you're saying, Chris, and that's the difference between Miguel Cabrera and Albert Pujols. Miguel just got his 500 home run last year, Chris, at the end of the season. Miguel Cabrera just got his 3,000 hit this year for the Tigers, right? This is new.
Right.
Miguel should be celebrated. I get it. But let's not turn this into a Lifetime Achievement Award. Albert's had his due. He's been in the All-Star, right? We know he's a great player. If you want to show a video, Chris, and have him wave and come out and welcome Albert Pujols, I know because it's an exemption and the commissioner could add a player and he's not taking someone's spot. So I'm not. I just think, be careful. I also heard, and you know this, Chris, I fill in on Los Angeles radio on AM 570, LA Sports, and they're talking about, well, if Kershaw makes the All-Star team on pitching roster, Chris, they want him to start the All-Star game at Dodger Stadium. Are you with that? Is that what we're doing?
Well, here's what I'm going to say, Rob. And I agree that the best way to honor both Cabrera and Pujols would be to do something at the game to celebrate them.
Right.
Fly them in, give
Put
them
up a video montage, Chris.
Video, whatever you want to do. Yeah, just honor them that way. I'm not as up in arms about it as you are, but I hear you. But here's my thing, and this goes for the Kershaw thing as well. Rob, the game to me has become such an exhibition. Now, it's always been, an exhibition, of course. That's what it is, right? But, I mean, now the pitchers aren't going to throw more than an inning. or a little. Is anybody going to throw more than an inning?
Sometimes one guy might pitch 2 innings. That might be.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so with that being the case, I got to be honest. It has become just a ceremonial game.
But so
I'm not going to get upset if Kershaw pitches the first inning because it's probably going to be the only inning he pitches. Whoever you feel like deserves to pitch the first inning, he would only pitch 1 inning, maybe 2. And I grew up, as did you, in the days when they played. And it was about winning. It wasn't about just, getting everyone in at bat.
Well, but here's the thing.
And so I'm not going to get all up in arms over a ceremonial game being ceremonial to something.
Well, but my only thing is it's a big honor to be the best pitcher in the league, and people have put in the work, and they should be honored, Chris. Like that might be
young.
But that might be your
really?
Chris, that's a big moment. That might be your only chance to be a starter where you were the best pitcher in the National League for the first half.
Is it what it used to be?
Yeah, it's still the best game as far as all-stars from this standpoint.
You don't
change the game the way you play it. You don't toss the ball underhand. You don't make an error or walk people because it's just a joke. I mean, you still pitch and try to get people out. That's what I mean by that.
But I don't think we will disagree. I think the NBA game is still the best.
At 200 to 199 is the NBA.
Well, it's changed with that.
Is that a real NBA game?
It's been competitive the last few years.
The NHL All-Star game is final score 15-12. Is that a hockey game? What? 15-12?
I really couldn't care less either way, but
I'm just giving you like all the other sports. It's not played the way you normally play.
I used to love the All-Star game. It's ceremonial now. So like I said, it's not the best players are out there really showing what they can do against each other. It's just, let's all have a great time. Let's prance around, play a little baseball. That's it. So I'm with you on Pujols and Cabrera. But
my
if
biggest
Kershaw
thing is
throws out the first pitch,
my biggest thing is Pujols batting 194, Chris. I mean, stop.
I hear you. Cabrera's definitely having a better year. There's no doubt. But he don't deserve to be an all-star either. We know that. So, is there that big of a difference?
Now, here's something else, okay? And here's why the people are belly aching about Kershaw. You know how good Kershaw has been, Chris, right? One of the best pitchers of our generation.
Yes.
Won 3 Cy Youngs. He's never started an all-star game. That's how hard it is to start an all-star game. And now you're telling me when he's not great, he's going to start the all-star game? How does that work? Sometimes guys don't start, Chris, because they pitched the last game on that Sunday.
Because it's hard to believe he hasn't started.
He's never started. No, because if you pitch Sunday, you're not pitching Tuesday.
You think some of them are because of that?
Yeah, some guys it's just schedule related. Depending on where your starts. But other guys pitchers have pitched and started. I think Tom Seaver might have started the All-Star game, Chris, 3 or 4 times. You know what I mean? In his career, I have to look it up.
Right.
But some guys have done it, and then you have a situation where Kershaw's never done it. When was the last time Rob G. Or ask Steve DeSager, he might know off the top of his head, that the Dodgers hosted an All-Star game, Chris? And, they haven't done it in like 40 years, I think.
I got to be honest, Rob.
1980, longer than 40 years, 1980.
I don't hate the idea of Clayton Kershaw starting the game. I know he's not the best pitcher even on his team anymore. But I don't hate the idea. He is having a pretty good year. So, I mean, but you're just my God. What are you drinking? I mean, what's in your water, my man? Like, why are you so ornery today? You don't want Pujols to be celebrated. You'll take Miggy just because he's hitting 300, although he's got how many homers he got? 3?
3.
Something like that. And now you're up in arms because Clayton Kershaw might start the All-Star game in LA, in Dodger Stadium. I mean, Rob, we need moments like this. We
Chris,
want moments like this.
It's not a lifetime achievement award. It's not the old timers game.
Could be.
Stop. Gosselin on his own team on the Dodgers has a 1.62 ERA.
Oh no, he's not their best. He's not their best pitcher. I'm with you on
Musgrove
that.
with the Padres 2.09. I can go on about other guys.
If you ask them,
Gosselin has 11
would you
wins,
want Clayton
Chris.
Kershaw to start the All-Star game, I bet you both of them would say, I'd be fine with it. I think he should.
Well, that would be nice, but that ain't right. Gosselin hasn't lost this year. Chris, he's 11-0. How is he not starting the All-Star game?
Well, I'm asking. He's having a great year, but I mean, unfortunately, Rob, today you can't really go by one-loss records. Although he's having a great year, there's no doubt. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he leads the league in ERA.
Right. So he's having a legitimately great year.
Right.
But like I said, I am not gonna bellyache if Clayton
Chris,
Kershaw
you're getting
starts
soft in your old age, man. It's
no.
supposed to mean something. Chris is like, you know what? You're Mr. Stop with the participation trophies. Everybody gets a trophy. Come on, Clayton. You should start the All-Star game because it's in L.A.
Made it that.
If it was in Seattle,
They've
you wouldn't
made
even
it
be
a
on
joke.
the team. You wouldn't even be on the team.
No, that's the thing. They've made it a joke, Rob.
No, this is ridiculous.
I come up from the days when who was it? Pete Rose? Who got ran over at home plate?
Ray Fosse. Ray Fosse was the catcher.
That's what I remember in the All-Star games when they really competed. That's when it meant something to be an All-Star.
Somebody's careers have to be ranked.
Something. No, but the spirit of it. I don't want anybody getting hurt, but I want competition. This ain't competition. This is go out there, throw a few pitches. Really. What if Gosselin went out there and struck out the side? Is he going back in?
Maybe.
But what if he strikes? Okay, what if he strikes out 2 of the next 3 batters in the second inning? Is he going back in? No. I'm from the day when he could have went back in.
You want to see Clayton Kershaw knocked around like a rag doll. That's what we want to see for the All-Star game, so that you can say, Clayton Kershaw started for at Dodger Stadium for the All-Star game. How neat was that?
It would be cute, Rob. It would be cute.
Just put the whole Dodger team out there. Is that what you want now? It's a Lifetime Achievement Award. Let's put Albert Pujols.
There you go.
Let's let
one extreme.
Let's
to
let
the
Pete
other.
Rose play. Can we call? What's Pete Rose's number? Can he bet on the game now that gambling's a part of baseball? Let's have Pete make a bet.
Look at Rob Parker.